Hey everyone, in this part of the tutorial we are going to create this hole at the bottom. We are also going to create these circle patterns, and then we are going to create the finger holding stuff here, and also some lines that goes that way. I will show you what I mean by that. Firstly, I want to go to edit mode and delete one loop right here. Then I want to select this loop here, and if we now go to select edge loops, there's an option edge rings. If we select that, this will select the whole edge loops around the model. And now I want to go to loop tools and relax. And now if you want, you can change the iterations here, for example to 3. That will do it 3 times, but I prefer doing it once. Then if I press Shift R, it will repeat the command, but I turn on the screencast keys. So if I press Shift R, it will repeat the command, and it smooths it out like that. So now the model is a bit more balanced. I also want to get out of this view, for example to this shiny silver one. And I want to start with this finger holding feature, but before doing it I want to apply one level of subdivision to the model. Also I want to fill the cap of it, so grid fill, rotate it to position, and then I want to select this loop in the middle and assign a crease for it. And now we can firstly I check if the shape is correct. It should be more better here, so I adjust it a bit. I don't want to make it one by one, but if you want to, you can enable the smoothing in the with this button in the edit mode, and you can scale it to position. I don't want to do that. I think it's better like that. It's totally up to you. Maybe this down vertex I pull it down a bit like that. Something like that. And now I want to apply one level of subdivision. Add in another subdivision modifier, and now as you can see we have more topology to work with. So now if we check these, we can see that this finger holding feature goes right here, and for that I want to move this edge loop a bit up with double pressing G. Then I want to do the same technique as before. Select one loop here, select edge loops, edge rings, and then loop tools and sorry, you can space it if you want, but it will distort it a bit. I want more these lines to be somewhat straight, so I'll use relax, and with the Shift R repeat command shortcut I repeat it sometimes. That way if we now go to front view, we have room for creating this feature here. So now I want to select these faces sorry, like I believe these ones. Yes. And now if we go to vertex mode and double check if we didn't select anything more, it's okay. If we now go to select edge loops, and we now select boundary loop, that way we select only the outer part, and we can count how many vertices we have in this, because we want to add in a circle with the exact number of vertices. So you can count it one by one, but easier way to enable the statistics right here. That way it shows up that it's 18 vertices. Now I want to go back to object mode, and with Shift A I add in another circle with 18 vertices and make it much smaller, and rotate it 90 degrees, grab it to position, and now we can assign it. We can mess around with the shape a bit. Also, I like that. And now I want to grab it a bit right there. I want to apply all transform on this. Also, I want to apply all transforms on the circle. Then on the circle I want to create a shrink wrap modifier, and we want to target this object. That will shrink wrap it to this object. It's a bit not good. We can change this to project, and then because we project it only on the y-axis, we can select it here, and this will project it to the object. And if you check in the front orthographic view, you can see that if we turned off this modifier, the shape remains the same. So that's what we want to achieve. So now I want to get rid of this subdivision modifier, and where's my circle? Yeah, right here, sorry. I want to assign this modifier. Then I want to go to edit mode here, and I want to delete these. If we press now vertices, it will delete all the faces that we want to delete. Then with both objects selected, make sure you select the handle, the second. We didn't name it, but that way with Ctrl J we can join these. Now it's one object, and it remained the cylinder one. I'll name it handle now. And now if we go to edit mode, we can select this loop, then this one, and we can bridge it now. It's a bit twisted, but don't worry, we can fix it with this twist value. And as you can see, if we now go to object mode and do one level of subdivision, we have a pretty great hole here. Now what I want to do is select this loop, Q, and grid fill, Q because it's in the quick favorites for me, and we want to play around with it like that. And as you can see, it already made it bent in because of the shape of the circle. So if we check, we now have a kinda good result, but we can make it better with a bevel. maybe one segment will be enough. Now I want to create it two. With a profile of 1, so if we now press pre, we can change the profile. I want it to be 1. That way it looks really good, I think. And now I want to create the hole at the bottom. I will use the same technique, so count how many vertices we need, go to edit mode, X-ray mode, then with 3 I select these. It also selected the back faces. That's not a problem. We also want to assign a shrink wrapped circle here, but for now I deselect it. Go to select, select edge loops, boundary loop, and we can count. We have 16 vertices. Now I want to go to object mode and add in a circle with 16 vertices. Rotate it 90 degrees, and in the front view we can scale it to position, like that. And if we check the wireframe mode, it looks kinda okay, but this circle doesn't really good, because this vertex will be connected to this vertex, and this will create a very long edge. So what we can do is go to edit mode and grab this a bit down, and grab these a bit up, and then with the edge ring selected, we can relax it a bit so it's a bit more well aligned. Then it's somewhat better. We'll see how it turns out. I hope it will be okay, but as you can see we now have a longer face here, so I also want to do the same on these loops. So edge loops, edge rings, relax and shift R a couple of times. Then I want to assign, I want to Control A all transforms on this, Shift D, grab it to the back, and assign a shrink wrap modifier for this one with the same settings as before, project Y. And now as you see, we didn't select the target. It's snapped there, but to make it, just to be sure that it turned out okay, we can check with this button as before. Now I want to do the same with this one. I want to move it a bit back just to show you something. Now assign a shrink wrap, this object, and project Y. And as you can see, it didn't jump to the object, but that's an easy fix. If we move it forward, it will stick to the surface. Keep in mind that if you move it too much, it will jump to the front, or you'll get crazy results. So be gentle with that. So now it popped right there, that's okay. And also, what happened with this one? Yeah, okay, we turned it off. Yeah, I got it now. And if we check the front view, we shouldn't see the difference between these, so it looks okay for me. Now I want to control these, also this one, and now firstly I want to go to edit mode here, to the one view, and delete these faces. And now I want to join these objects. Be sure to be this one deactive if you select it for the last, or if you select it, for example, this one for the last time, you just tap this and this will turn to a lighter orange. That means that this is the active element. So now I press Ctrl J, it's now joined, and I want to bridge these. Also bridge these, and for the last time bridge these as well, and assign like 2 or 3 edges in the middle, edge loops. And now we can check how it turned out. We can bevel these like so. Go to object mode, turn on off the wireframe, and it looks okay for me. Maybe there's a little bit of pinching, but I don't think that it's a problem. In this area we can double G these a bit back. Before that I enable the mirror modifier here for the x-axis. That way if I move it back, it will move it in the other side as well. So move these just a tiny bit. And also I want to do it in the back view, in the back of the model. And I think it turned out pretty great. Maybe a tiny little pinching, yeah, right here. Anyways, you can check it with this material. As you can see, it distorts a little bit. I think it's not that bad, so we are going to use it. And now I want to create these circle patterns here, but for that we have to assign one more level of subdivision. So let's do that. I'm going to duplicate this and assign the first one. And we can go to edit mode and we can start selecting, like for example from here, like that. Let me try. Yes, that will be okay. And keep selecting these. And now I hope I didn't mess it up, but if you now press a Ctrl plus, we can select these faces, and we can I to insert it. But firstly I want to press a Ctrl A, all transforms on this, so we delete the history of the object. Then with I we insert these, and now if we right click loop tools and press circle, we should have a pretty good circles here, but it's flattened. If you turn off flatten, these distort a bit, so I think we just keep it on. And now if we extrude these inwards, we can check with the subdivision that it's looking like something right now, but it's jagged. I want the outer edge to be more sharp, and the inward one I want to be curved. So now I press a Ctrl plus, and with the select edge loops, select boundary loop tool, I select only the outer ones, then press Ctrl B, bevel these just a tiny bit. So now if we go to object mode, you can see we have a pretty nice pattern here. Also at this point I want to create a bevel here, so Shift G, crease, isolate it with period, and Ctrl B, like that. And I want to increase this segment, or I'm just going to leave it as is. We should have beveled it before the before applying the subdivision surface, but now it's like that. And make the profile 0.5. I think it's good. Won't be seen anyways, but if you want, you can delete these and grid fill again. It looks interesting. Yeah, grid fill it like that, maybe. And also get rid of the main crease here. I think this looks good. And for the back part, I want to create another pattern. So if we go to the back view and go to face mode, what we can do is select these, then skip one line, select these, I'm sorry, skip one line, select these, skip one line, select these, select these, select these. And if we now hit an I to insert, we can grab it forward, and maybe, yes, I like it. And if you check, we have a smooth transition here, but again I want to make it sharp. But if, let's say, it's a gum material, it looks okay like that. But I want to make the outer part sharper with the technique used before, so select edge loops, boundary loop. I also, yeah, it's in the quick favorite for me, Ctrl B, and make it something like that. Maybe here's enough one segment with the shape of one, but right here it doesn't matter anyways. And I also want to decrease this a bit, so I type in only 2, and if now you see, it looks pretty great. So I think that's it for the third part. In the next part, maybe I will show how to UV unwrap this, and we can also assign very basic textures for that. So thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.